Good evening, this is Brian with Strong Arm Landscaping. I just want to give you guys the setup of what I'll be using for fertilization this year. And I'm going to note that this is not the most efficient setup, so don't start bashing me. But with this setup right here, you can definitely make some money. So I sprayed 4 yards yesterday and I made $210, and after product I used about $20 to $30 worth of product. I haven't broken it down just yet, but $20 to $30, so that's $180, $190 on 4 lawns. So let me just get right into it. So first off, I have nitrile gloves. Anytime you're dealing with chemicals, nitrile gloves is a must. Long sleeves, of course. This right here is my Roundup 4-gallon backpack sprayer. And I do need to peel this sticker off just in case someone does say, hey, why are you spraying my yard with Roundup? So I need to get this sticker off. But this right here was $75 at Lowe's. And it's a 4-gallon backpack sprayer. The pressure is 80 PSI on it. And, some people ask me, why don't you get a still? Well, I do have a still. And I normally keep that for the 41% glyphosate in case I'm either killing off a yard or I'm just spraying the beds. And I'm not a real big fan of it. I don't like the way the still sprays, so I'm definitely recommending this if you're spraying yards. It's got the fan tip on there. So this right here is an excellent backpack sprayer, $75 at Lowe's. I will be picking me up another one, probably 2 here in the near future when I get some more accounts. But I'm not a big fan of spraying yards. I'd rather do granular. But then this right here is a 2-gallon Roundup sprayer. This right here was $20 at Lowe's, and this one right here, I love this sprayer because it's got good pressure. It's got this release valve right here that releases the pressure in case you want to open the product. Whenever there's pressure, it'll spill out, it'll shoot the chemicals out at you, and you don't really want that because it could possibly get in your eyes, your face, or your clothing or anything. This right here also has the fan tip, and this right here is an excellent sprayer. Like I said, $20 at Lowe's. This right here is $75 at Lowe's. So those are my sprayers. This right here is going to be my spreader, and it's a Let's Go spreader. And as you can see, it's got a little bit of buildup right here. Show you guys that. But I did clean it, and I guess that's what happened after it dried. So I got to take a screwdriver and scrape that off, because if you don't keep these things clean, guys, then I'm telling you, your application rates will be all types of screwed up and jacked up, and you definitely don't want that. You don't want to over apply fertilizer, under apply, because either you're going to lose money or you're going to burn someone's lawn. So this right here is the grease fittings. And I just got done using this in ryegrass, so that's why it's all messed up and dirty at the moment. But now some of you may ask why I didn't get the stainless steel one. Well, there's 2 reasons. First off, the price. I mean, I don't have enough fertilization accounts to go ahead and spend the extra $150, $200, I believe it was, to get that. But then also when I was talking to them, they said this frame right here, as long as you keep it clean and clean it at the end of the day, you should have no problem whatsoever. With it rusting out or not lasting you. This is gonna last you. I've had this about 6 months now, and as you can see, it still looks brand new. And it's had hundreds of pounds of fertilizer run through it, pre-emergence, all the other good stuff. But excellent spreader. That's what I would recommend. I think it was like $250 at John Deere Landscapes, now Site 1. But that is the spreader I will be using. And one last thing I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, I do have to hold the water. I have a 55-gallon drum. I purchased that for $30. And I need to either siphon it or put a hose spigot through there so I could get water easier, because right now I'm just using a cup and I'm basically filling these up. But This setup is very profitable. Like I said, I spent $20 in product yesterday, and I $20 or $30 worth of product, and I came on top 180, 190, depending on how much product I use. And this is the product I was dropping yesterday. We had 2,4-D amine broadleaf killer, just kind of spot spraying, and then there were some yards that were just out of control, so we got that on there. And then we have prodiamine. The reason I got the 1 quart was because they said they were out of the 1 gallon and 2.5 gallons, so I had to settle with that. Do not waste your money on the 1 quart. Go ahead and get the 1 gallon or 2.5 gallon, because that will save you a lot of money. Then we have the prodiamine right here. This is a 5-pound container, and so basically prodiamine has actual maximum rating or maximum application per year, so you got to be careful on how you use it, what type of grass you're using it on. Down here in Georgia, we're running Bermuda grass, so I mixed this pretty light this time because it's January, so no need to go heavy on this. And I'll break down, I can either do it in this video, I can probably just tell you guys what my plans are, or in a different video, as far as my applications. But I'm going to be doing 8 applications this year. I don't do any of that 4, 6, I don't do any of that crap, because here in the South Georgia, with this Bermuda grass, it is hungry for fertilizer. And I just actually picked up a customer because they had a company, and they only came out 4 times a year, and when I got there, it wasn't pretty, we'll just say that. And so Bermuda grass normally eats about 3 to 4 pounds of fertilizer a year. That's per 1,000, so you got to plan that. You can either do 3 or 4 fertilization applications, so you know, that's just the gist of it. I'm not too familiar with fescue. There's like 1 or 2 people that I've seen just driving around that have fescue, so I don't really know too much about fescue. But this right here, this 2,4-D, I think it's a 3-way. 2,4-D is probably one of the best products for broadleaf killer. 4 ounces is what you measure out at per 1 gallon. You could make it, measure it out a little bit higher than that to get a little bit more square footage per 1 gallon, if that makes sense. But the recommended dose is 4 ounces per 1,000. The prodiamine, depending on how weedy the yard is and how healthy it is, you got to be very careful with this stuff, because the recommended dose is 0.4 ounces, 0.4 to 0.86. So you got to be careful on how, that's the maximum per 1,000 square foot. So this prodiamine is, you got to definitely be careful with this. And especially if you're going to apply it 2 or 3 times per year, you got to really get it measured out properly. But so this is the setup. It's profitable, and this is what I could afford. I'm not going to go out and buy a $4,000 sprayer and only have 15 fertilization accounts. I mean, I just got done spraying my yard. As you can see, this is kind of wet right here because I did the triple rinse, got the hoses all cleaned out and stuff like that. But it took me 1 hour to do 15,000 square feet. So it's not productive, but it's making money as long as you have these things priced. And I'm going to show you guys how I break this stuff down in a later video. How I price and stuff. And I haven't had a customer say I'm too expensive or anything. And I know I'm more money than some of these other companies, because I've had other companies at my home personally, and I know what they charge, and I know what I would charge for my particular lawn for 15,000 square feet. But I'm also going to have a video coming up, my backyard. I did not spray my backyard with prodiamine or 2,4-D. I want to let it get weeded up for March. I want to get some weeds, and I want to show you guys how I personally would take care of a lawn from start to finish if I showed up and the yard was completely weeded out. So whatever grows back there, and from now until March, I'll do like a little process video, so be on the lookout for that. But I'm definitely gonna have more videos coming up here because I finally got a new computer. My computer was down, and just all the work, and yeah, it's been hectic. So $75 for this backpack sprayer, 4 gallons at Lowe's. $20 for this Roundup sprayer, 2 gallons at Lowe's. This Lesco, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is $250 or $220, one of those at Site One. And then you get your chemicals wherever, wherever the cheapest you can find them. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you.